everyone, my name's Bruce Smith and welcome to another edition of In Nature's Realm video log. Now today I'm off to Newlands again. I always go to Newlands Reservoir, it's one of my favourite lakes, it's really good. And while at this time of the year, you know, there's not many insect hatches and probably all we'll see today is some trout hopefully chasing smelt or bait fish with the odd maybe insect, say maybe midges, because today the weather's beautiful and sunny. There's a bit of warmth in the air, the winds are from the north, very light, and the barometer's high. So what we can expect is, you know, trout to move around, but you know, what they'll be feeding on is going to be very limited. So the fishing's going to be very limited. So Newlands Reservoir, like I say, it's my favourite lake. And what I love about Newlands is that as the year goes on and we come around October, the mayfly hatches will start. And this lake is historically known for its mayfly hatches. You know, it's been written about in books, Newlands, you know, that go back to the 1940s and 1930s. And it's just absolutely mind-boggling, some of the mayfly hatches. It can be world class on some days, you know. So the mayfly hatches are going to be great. Summertime, you've got all the other insects starting to come out, and then the fishing really excels, and you can come down here and not miss out. You know, it's just fantastic. So we're going to give it a go, see if we can catch some fish, and enjoy just this beautiful scenery. It's just fantastic. See you soon. Okay, here we are at Newlands Reservoir, and for all of you people out there, if you're beginners, the setup you'll need in regards to your fly fishing rod is a 6 or a 7 weight. You could go down to a 5 on a really calm day like today if you wanted to, and matching fly line with a good reel that'll hold your fly line in your backing. And then from your fly line, you probably need about a 9 to 12 foot leader in length. And so, and your rod, this rod here is a Sage 1. It is 9 foot long and is a 9 foot in length, and it is a 4-piece 6 weight line. So that's what the rod is there. Alright. Listen to the frogs. Incredible. This is fantastic. Alright, now I'm going to talk about today is observation. And observation is probably the most critical part of being successful in fly fishing. We don't want to rush in and start fishing our prospective area straight away. We want to sit back, stand back and watch for a good 10-15 minutes, because if you just go straight into the water you could actually spook a lot of trout. So you need to sit back and watch and even listen. Isn't that just magic? That frog, just incredible. Jeez, I love that. So let's just watch for a while and we'll see what happens. Alright, now we're given the this area probably about 15 minutes of watching and observing. And I haven't seen any trout rise, haven't seen any, or haven't polaroided any trout, and the only thing I have observed is a lot of insects are starting to hatch. There's midges, and that's the next most important thing in observation, is observing what insects are about, because they'll tell you what fly to put on and what fly to start fishing. Now, the only insects I've seen hatching is midges. There's damsel flies about, so the damsel nymphs are obviously scurrying from the deeper sections of the lake up to the shallows and hatching out into the damsel fly. And even a few dragonflies are about, so that means the mud eyes are hatching as well. So observing that would tell you to put on a damsel nymph fly, because the damsel nymphs, or even a mud eye pattern, they would be scurrying about in the section of the lake here probably, or wherever they're about. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to select myself a damsel nymph. Now, here's a damsel nymph pattern that I've got here. It's a partridge feather tail with olive green seal fur, pheasant tail wing case with black bead eyes. And this is a brilliant pattern. It's a long shank, size 10, and it's a great one to search for any trout that might be about. So observation has shown us what fly to put on, and that's what you'll get from nature. It's nature. If you study nature, you will learn all about fly fishing. Nature will show you how to fly fish. So let's give this nymph a little bit of a fish. Alright, now I've got myself into position. I'm going to start fishing this damsel nymph. Now with a little damsel nymph that I've got on, you just want to either figure of 8 or very short strips. I sort of vary it a bit between short strips and figure of 8. Just short little strips. If there's a trout around, you should get an investigation or a hit. Got myself a tiny trout. Must be a newly released trout. But he took that damsel nymph. Look at him leaping. That's fantastic, isn't it? Unreal. But yeah, God, I don't think they make them that small, do they? Jeez, he's fighting well. So there we have it. Nice little brown trout. What a look at him. And there he is there. Jeez, how small is he? Oh my God. But he took that damsel nymph. And there it is. By observing what food items and insects are around, we'll tell you what fly to put on, and then you can catch a trout like this little bloke. Let's see if we can catch the bigger one. Let's put him back. See you later, mate. And he's gone. Well, there you go. Nice little brown trout on a damsel nymph. Now I think there's still a school of these trout out in that area just out there. Alright, let's see if we can put another one out there or catch another trout. Alright, got another little brown trout on. These Newlyn roast trout. Again, he's taken the damsel nymph. And geez, they're little fighting little scrappers. I don't know if you can see them in the water there, but geez, you can't keep these fish. But geez, they're typical brown trout. Beautiful trout. There he is. We'll pick him up and let him go. Well, there you go. The damsel nymph, it's working really well now. And the next insects that'll hatch will be the mayfly in around about 4 to 5 weeks time. And yeah, we'll 4 to 5 weeks the mayfly will hatch, but at the moment damsel nymphs and probably your mud eyes will work as well. Look at him, isn't he beautiful? Brand new. And he's gone. And I'll probably catch him another time when he's a lot bigger. So this is really proving that observation is very important. Now, another lesson for beginners in fly fishing. Here we can see the rock wall there. Now that's been put in to stop soil erosion. There's no two ways about that. But what it also provides is habitat for a lot of insects. And a lot of those insects would be, as we're seeing at the moment, damsel nymphs, mud eyes, but come in 4 to 5 weeks time, around October, the mayfly. And you'd probably, if we had a look under those rocks, we would find mayfly nymphs. And I'll actually do that in a minute. I'll try and see if I can, even though they look like really big rocks, but that's where the mayfly would be sort of like scurrying about under those rocks. And then when it's time to hatch, they'll hatch out from the nymph, become an emerging nymph, and then they're done, and then the spinner, and then the spent spinner. So observing the terrain of the lake is really good. And as you can see up there, we've got a trout that's just rose, and they're definitely taking midges, very, very small. So observe not only the insects, but observe the terrain around the lake, which will dictate what type of insects will be in that area, and you need to also incorporate the time of the year. So remember that time of the year with the terrain will tell you what insects will be sort of like available to these feeding trout. Alright, now I've lifted up these rocks, and as you can see, we've got a little nymph there, we've got a bigger nymph there. That nymph there is just about probably ready to hatch out, and I'd reckon in about 4 weeks we'll see that happen for sure. So as I've said to you, these rocks here, these rocks all along here, and just in the under the water there, you can see little rocks as we go. Let's pick up another one. And there we can see there's a mayfly nymph right there, and we've got snail, we've got caddis. There we go. So these nymphs are all under the rocks, and that shows you, or tells you, that's what the area you've got to target. It's part lakecraft as well, but it's all observation, watching the water around you and the terrain around you. Alright, let's get back into some fishing, see if we can catch more trout. Alright, going to move on to another area, to another section of the lake, and here's that style I was talking about before. There's your fishing license being used to give us easier access, which is just fantastic. It really is. It's good to see where our money's being spent. everyone. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video on Newlyn's Reservoir. At the moment, Newlyn's is fishing really well. There's even spinners starting to hatch, and I must stress that they're just starting. They're not well and truly underway, but that's not too far away. Now, we're here to draw the prize, which is here, the single classic salmon fly in a display box, and I've put everyone's name in this red bowl here, and I'm going to draw it right now. So I'm going to shake it around, and which one I'll take? That one there. Alright, let's see who it is. And the winner of the classic salmon fly, oh, you're kidding me, is Roger Booth. Oh, well done, Roger. You have now won this single classic salmon fly display box that you can proudly put up on your wall, and everyone will love to see that, and it'll look really good. So Roger Booth, I will contact you privately by email, and I'll arrange a delivery of your prize. So again, I hope you enjoyed this latest vlog video, and until the next one, see you soon. Bye for now.